Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
We have a great show for you. We are featuring this for the first time. We've never had this on the show before, and it's something very, very special. It's our Palua double heart Opalite Hawaiian Scroll necklace. It's almost having two necklaces in one, because you have that beautiful opalite heart with that polished mirror setting, and then right next to it is our Hawaiian Scroll Heart, and it's kind of like a manini heart sitting next to the big one. The contrast between the two make a nice balance.
I love it.
And it's a horizontal format, which comes out to about 3/4 of an inch. You can see that on screen. The chain is integrated within the pendant, and it's a beautiful matching link chain. You can see on the screen that this is the rose gold, and the blue is a nice complement to it. The chain is also 18-inch, and it's adjustable.
It is adjustable. I have it on the shorter length, but you can still adjust this longer, probably about 1 inch or so. So I like having that option of how you want to wear it, higher or lower. And the symbolism, two hearts that beat as one, or you can have two hearts symbolizing, we've had a lot of people who would call and say, oh, I want to give a gift to my daughter and I want two hearts. So it's like, mom and daughter, or parents and their child, or, it can just be the beautiful design of the two hearts, which I think really looks great. I love that one is smaller than the other,
Yeah, because if they were the same size, they'd be competing.
Yes.
And it would almost look a little weird. But because they're different sizes and each one is themed a little different. Now with the Opalite, you're gonna get this kind of one-of-a-kind feeling depending on which one you get, because the Opalite has different facets within the stone.
Right.
So it's gonna reflect different colors. You could see pink and blue and purples and whites and yellows, different things like that. And then you have that scroll, beautiful design heart that's more of a heritage style scroll.
Right.
If you have our other pieces or even one of our custom pieces, this is going to match beautifully. Now, I think you mentioned we have 3 different finishes. We have the silver, which you see on screen. We also have rose gold, and we have gold plated. All 3 of them have that 0.925 sterling silver base.
I like that it's not just a flat piece. You can see at these angles. And and so it's a really beautiful, substantial piece. Definitely feels very elegant and expensive on. And the pricing is just amazing. I'm always blown away by the prices we're able to offer you.
And
I just think it's such a great deal.
Yes.
I know. So I just want you to know it's just of such great quality that you're really gonna love it. And it does have, like Wayne's been describing, you have 2 different textures and looks that combine and complement each other. You've got the scroll on the sterling silver, and then you've got that beautiful opalite, which is so interesting when you see it. And we try to show you in different lighting and at different angles, but it's not a flat blue. You've got different colors that are integrated within that opalite, so it's just very stunning, and I think you're gonna love it.
And it's very mesmerizing too, and that's what I really like. It draws your eye in, and it kind of hypnotizes you.
Yeah. So we wanted to point out to you that you do have the choice. We've mentioned it before, but in case you're just tuning in, you do have the choice of whether or not you want it in the gold finish, like you're seeing on the screen, or I'm wearing the silver, sterling silver. And then, of course, we still have the rose gold plated, which is very popular now. We have so many people requesting rose gold. So we've been trying to offer you different options to build that collection.
Now, if you go online, you can see there's a little drop down and you could choose what finish you want. On the back side of this, it's almost like a reversible piece, because on the back side is a mirror finish. So if you want it to change it up or be a little different, you can have that mirror finish. It's funny, sometimes, the great thing about a lot of our pieces is that they're reversible. But have you ever noticed sometimes people will walk out of the house and their pendant will be backwards?
Oh, right.
And they don't know it?
Right.
This is one of those things or maybe you weren't wearing your glasses or your contacts and you put it on and you didn't realize it's backwards.
But this would look good.
This would look good either way, either facing front with the Hawaiian Scroll and the Opalite, or on the back side, which is the mirrored finish. So if you want a bit of understated and more just simple, flip it over and have the mirror finish on the back. It's very beautiful
That's
too.
a neat idea.
Yeah, it's another twofer.
I was thinking sometimes, when you're saying you can't see without your glasses, but, we were having power outages, so maybe you couldn't see. But a lot of people were calling us, telling us about their kind of versions or experiences of the storms, and it's interesting, right? Because we're not really used to having any kind of big weather systems here. Every once in a while we'll get, a bigger rain or storm. But this one that we had a while back, it was like quite loud with the thunder and the lightning and, so a lot of people were just calling and saying, oh, how, it's kind of scary and all that. And it was funny, on a certain day, all of a sudden we just got like bombarded with a bunch of phone calls. And I mean, that happens from time to time, but someone called from Hana and she was saying, oh, I know we've been, stuck at home. And then for a long time we didn't have power. Then we got our power back on, but we didn't have our TV. And I was thinking, oh, that's kind of hard sometimes, because what else is there to do sometimes?
Right.
And so she said, all of a sudden, our TV came back on and you guys were on. So she said, you're the first thing I'm seeing. And I thought, I want that.
Oh,
so
perfect.
she called and she ordered. So I thought that was really neat.
Well, it was all planned. We took out the power and then we made sure it came back on to Showcase Hawaii so you could order something. It was part of our master plan. Now, we are glad that everybody watching was safe. We did get a lot of calls in and they said, oh, I'm getting a lot of rain, but I'm staying home because I don't want to go out.
Which is a good idea.
And that's the thing. A lot of times you're kind of in a bind and you have to go out to get something.
Right.
And you don't know where you're going to start. You don't know what's going to be open because a lot of places close.
Right.
So the reason why we got a lot of calls is because a lot of people know how easy it is to order with us, and they were able to get exactly what they wanted. And we were able to put it in a gift box, and we were able to ship it to whomever they wanted to ship.
And I mean, regardless of what the weather is, people have events that have been planned for months or years, or it's an annual festivity or a family gathering, or it's somebody's birthday, and they need it by a certain date. So they'll give us a call and say, can you please get it to me by, this date? So normally, locally, we ask that you allow 1 week for delivery. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we can get it out faster. Sometimes it may take a little longer, but it's usually right around in that ballpark. But we always say, if you have something, special that you need it by, if you let us know, then for sure we will do our best to get it to you.
And if you need a note, a personalized note,
yes,
or if you need help, we're like your AI generated help, but we're real, we're not augmented. So we're like your remote help. Because a lot of people don't know what to say on a gift card. They're like, oh, love dad or love mama. And then I stop them right there. I say, you can do a little better than that. Let me try it. How about something like sent with warm alohas from the islands? Aloha or mom and dad or something like that.
I had someone, he just said, from your husband. But I was like, well, that's nice, but maybe we could add a little bit of something.
Let's embellish a little.
Thinking of you.
There is a fine line, because if we embellish too much, they're like,
they don't talk like this.
Exactly. So we have to keep it. That's why when we're talking to you, we get a feel for who you are, and then we're able to figure out what would you be likely to say. And if we start with aloha, it always works because everybody likes a little aloha in their life, and it's great to start with that.
Speaking of which, our Puanani hibiscus bracelets.
Tons of aloha in this.
So popular, and I think, people love the design. We've got the beautiful hibiscus flowers in different colors, and it's so easy, right? It's this hinge design. This is our own design, and it's so easy because you can put it right onto your wrist by yourself, and then it will go on, and you can stack them. So we made them in a lot of different colors, and I just love this. You've got the fuchsia flowers, this is the plumeria flowers, and then Wayne's holding the red flowers on the white background. And of course we have a lot more.
Yes.
We have the white flowers on the black background.
We have a lot of colors. You could log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv, and you can see in the drop-down menu how many different color combinations we have. But we sell these throughout the year. Sometimes we sell out of certain colors, sometimes we bring them back. So depending on, when you're watching today, all these colors we have in stock right now.
I do think that we have to clarify that you get 2 bracelets for a total of this price. A lot of times we get calls with people saying, oh, that's just for 1 bracelet, right? Which normally it would be. And even for 1 bracelet, I think it's a great deal, because we've seen similar style or type of bracelets that have gone for much, much more. But again, this is our own design. You can only find it with us, which makes it a very special gift if you're gifting it to someone. But we have people calling and always asking for different colors. That's why we created so many different varieties for you. And again, you get a set of 2. And the great thing is you don't need to know your size or the size of the person you're gifting it to, because it opens and it has a hinge, and you can just put it right onto the wrist. You don't have to worry about getting it up and over the knuckles.
Yes, we make it very convenient. Now this is an enamel finish. We have the darker color in the background and the lighter flower there. Whatever the base is, which this happens to be on your screen, 18 karat gold plated. It's, believe it or not, it's gold plated, and over the base, and it's polished. The mirror finish on this really pops, and it brings out and adds a highlight and an accent to the flower.
And we should say that the width is about a 15 millimeter width, so it's a very substantial bracelet. You definitely can see the design, and we have a lot of people who stack them and wear several.
Yes, it's about 5/8. That 15 millimeter is about 5/8 of an inch. It does include an organza bag. A lot of people, when they're watching, we said this before, they think that just because they see it on the show right now means we're only featuring it. But we do keep hundreds and hundreds of items on our website that you can check out. And this is one of the more popular items, not only because it's affordable and it's high quality, but because it really brings that sense of aloha and Hawaiiana.
Right, it makes people smile. I remember we were traveling, and it was really dreary, kind of dark gray clouds and very, very cold outside, and we went in to rent our rental car. And a lot of people, when you're working in that kind of weather and that kind of pressure situation, and people aren't always that happy when they're traveling, and so they're not always that nice to whoever's behind the counter. And so anyway, Wayne ended up gifting.
Well, she went out of her way, and she was
super nice.
We had seen the customer that she had prior to us, and they were not nice to her. So by the time we got to her, I just let her pause, gather herself, and I said, "It's fine. We're actually pretty easy, so don't worry about it. Don't let it get you flustered."
Oh my gosh! So this is so beautiful, and there's so many features that you're gonna love. This is a contemporary style of combining our hibiscus, the enamel, with the look of a Hawaiian bracelet, because you've got the design, and it really has this effect where it's raised. So when I touch the bracelet, you can feel some of the raised design, which really gives it a beautiful effect. It's not flat, it's actually also a barrel shape. So a lot of you will say that you prefer the barrel shape over the flat bracelet. And then again, the hinge, which makes it so easy to put on by yourself, but also again, not having to figure out the size, which is the hardest thing, especially when you're trying to do a gift.
Well, the size that this comes in it's about a size 8. And the great thing about that is it is our average size and it fits a lot of people. The problem when you have a bangle, and it's not a problem for everybody, but for some, when you have a solid bangle, you have to slip it over your knuckles.
Right.
This particular one, it opens right up.
Right.
So you could just slide it right on, no problem.
Well, the other thing that a lot of you say is when you have the hard bangle, you have to get a bigger size to get it up and over your knuckles. And then you want it to have, though, a tighter fit around your wrist. So this is perfect. And then some of you like to wear it higher, you know, and then some of you like to wear it right on your wrist. So it's really perfect. And we thought of everything, right? So to gift it, we have a coordinating, matching organza bag, which makes it so easy to give as a gift. And I like it because when you're traveling, or even when you're running around, or even when you get home, it's nice to be able to put it in a bag. But a lot of you say when you're traveling, you like to just be able to put it in your bag when you're done and put it in your purse or your travel bag so that you don't forget it or leave it at the hotel.
What I like about this particular design, it looks very expensive. I mean, all our designs are high quality and we want you to be able to wear them and kind of show off when you're wearing them. And when you're gifting them, we also want you to feel like the recipient is getting something and they're going to be feeling proud to wear it.
Yes.
Now, when Lori wears this with her platinum, or if she has wearing diamonds or something like that, it looks really good. And then when she wears it with her gold and diamonds, it really, you know, they complement each other and it makes it even stand out even more. But we really love the fact that it has that versatility of just wearing it by itself or adding to your collection of gold or silver, or maybe both. But we gave this to visitors and they were like stunned. Because not only were we gifting, they were new to Hawaii, they hadn't been here before. So we decided to gift them something. It's a Hawaii thing when you gift to somebody something. And it's funny because you had a conversation with one of our viewers about visitors. And you wanted to share that, and it's so true.
Well, it's funny, right? In Hawaii, it's always us. We're the ones that get visited because everyone wants to come here. So I was talking with our longtime customer, Deborah, and she was saying, you know, this holiday, you know, we had our visitors call up and say, we're coming for Thanksgiving, or we're coming for Christmas. And she was saying, you know, they never just stay a few days. They always want to stay 7 days to 10 days. And all of a sudden, what was going to be your holiday and your time to enjoy, she said, you know, you're stocking up the refrigerator, you're getting the beds and bedrooms ready, and then
cleaning the house,
then,
the windows, the yard.
Then when they get here, she said, you know, I'm serving breakfast, I'm making them dinner, sometimes they come back for lunch. And so she is working so hard all during the holidays.
And they're having a good time while you're not on vacation.
And saving money. So we were just talking about the whole concept of how you always have to decide, are you going to save that guest room kind of all year long for whenever your visitors may or may not come, and then it does save them money, or, you know, she was kind of reflecting on, shucks, I should have converted those 2 bedrooms into my master suite and just enjoyed myself. And is it okay to either convert it back when they get here? I mean, just kind of like put out futons or beds, or
air mattress.
could they get a hotel room? I don't know.
Well, I think for the younger people, I don't mind doing it. But for the people our age and older, stay in a hotel because...
Support our hotels.
Yeah. Log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv.
Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
And here's a look at all the wonderful things we're featuring for this month. Our tungsten koa wood bracelet it's not only stunning with the koa wood, but it has opalite with it. So we have not featured this before.
I know. I've never seen that. It's beautiful. And I love that. I think for all of you out there to have that contrast with the grain and the koa wood and then the shimmer and the opalite, just to have the browns and the blues. It's just something really different in a beautiful way that I think you're going to find quite stunning.
Well, the koa is like the aina.
Yes.
And then the opalite is like the
ocean.
Kai or the ocean.
Right.
So
I
or
love
the
that.
sea. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have that nice blend. Then you have that tungsten, which is mirror polished, and it really kind of highlights it,
Right.
and it features all those different elements.
Even the shaping on the tungsten
The rectangular,
links, to have the different edges that capture the light, it really makes it a very beautiful piece. I just know you're going to love it. And the way that it falls on your wrist, it just lays very nicely.
I
and
think
then
that's
you have
the links.
clasp.
Yeah. The links make
Right.
it very comfortable, and the fact
Right.
that it follows the contour of your wrist.
Yes.
It helps too.
Right.
Plus, I have kind of hairy arms, and you have to watch out with certain jewelry because it will pull the hairs, and
See,
it's
you
so
wouldn't
uncomfortable.
think of that, but can you imagine all day long? It's just like
You're like,
pulling
ouch, ouch, ouch. And then it's like those guys you see that wear socks all the time, and they don't have hair below the sock line because the socks pulled all the hair out.
I thought you were going to talk about the pizza guy we saw.
Oh, and the pizza guy that doesn't have hair on his arms because he's making the pizza and he's flopping it and everything.
We saw
that
somebody
too.
like
So yeah, this is super comfortable. You're gonna love it, and it's very. If you've ordered our link bracelets in the past, it's very affordable and it's beautiful too.
Our Pu'uwai CZ Heart Dewdrop Plumeria is a pendant with the chain, and I love that you can see the dangle is about 1 1/4 inch. And such a stunning piece right there with all the shimmer and shine and like a 3D cage effect.
Yeah, it's held up, as Lori said, held up a little higher in that 3-dimensional setting. The other beautiful thing is you have the chains that separate each particular piece that we're featuring.
Right.
You have the plumerias up at the top,
Yes.
and then it comes down into a V, which forms that beautiful cubic zirconia heart. That heart is multifaceted, so it's cut in the front and in the back to capture that light. Also, the setting is open in the back to allow that light to come through on the sides
And on the sides, yeah.
and shine through the back.
I love that.
It's beautiful. The dangle chain drops down and it focuses on that beautiful dewdrop look right there, and it captures the light too. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of light reflecting in the cubic zirconia. That heart in the middle is cut. Cubic zirconia is cut in the shape of a heart. So it's unique.
Yeah, and you do have your choice of a clear CZ or a pink CZ.
Right.
So everybody loves their favorite. Some people love having the pink heart and the pink dewdrop, and then others tell us that they like the clear because
It looks like a diamond.
Yes, and also you can wear it with a lot of different clothing colors, which you can do with the pink as well. So it's really your favorite. But again, a very affordable price. A lot of you getting both because you want to have the
impressed.
option.
Yeah.
But we just want to tell you, because we always feel badly if we have to tell you it's sold out. So make sure you order quickly. For this piece, we only have limited quantities at this great price.
Yeah, this is a particular piece that we only have a certain number, but we try and stock a lot of different things, but this one we priced special too.
Our Hawaiian Scroll Opalite Floating Heart Pendant is a favorite, and it's because, you know, it's so unique in that you can dangle the heart in different places on that beautiful scroll bail. So you've got so many different elements that make this a special piece. You've got the scroll design on the bail, and then you've got that beautiful opalite inlay into this floating heart design.
Now we paired this because it's a solid, heavier heart, and then you have that opalite. We paired it with a beautiful 18-inch adjustable chain.
Very
it's
nice.
our Chopin chain, and I think it complements it really well.
Yes.
It doesn't take away from the piece.
Right.
And that adjustability, you could see on the back. To adjust it, you just hold on to that little heart charm, and you pull it through the silicone ball that's up at the top.
Yes.
And it will shorten or it will lengthen up to the 18 inches. This, as Lori was saying, is unique because the heart floats within the bail.
Right.
And you can see that you can adjust it or turn the heart in different positions.
That's so clever.
So you could have different looks. So every time you wear it, you can have a different kind of look to it.
Right.
The other great thing is, depending on how you turn it,
Yes.
it almost looks like a wave with
Yes,
the blue.
That's true.
So it looks like a wave going through, and it's that beautiful modern style of a heart.
Yeah,
a
so you're
free-flow heart.
combining the blue, the kind of color and look of waves and the ocean, and then your beautiful heart.
It's beautiful. 888-965-7467. That's the number to call if you'd like to order. Or you could give us a call at
808-892-3337.
either way. We're happy to help you. You could log online and order yourself at www.showcasehawaii.tv. That's a very easy way to order. Back to the pendant, though, I want to point out it's about 1.25 inches,
Nice size.
and you
Yep.
can see that bail detailing, that Hawaiian scroll bail detailing at the top. It's a stunning piece, and you're going to love it when you get it. Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.